inside all 10 haunted houses and 5 scare zones.
Plus showing you the best tips and tricks for all the shows, food, and so much more.
And I'm absolutely terrified.
Oh, that'll be okay.
Cue lightning, cue thunder.
We are here for the first night of Halloween Horror Nights for 2023.
We have been invited as media guests, so Emma and I will be taking you inside every single haunted house as an HHN superfan
And as a scaredy cat.
Meanwhile, we'll be showing you some of the best Halloween Horror Nights tips and tricks.
Plus eating our way around the entire event and probably facing our fears.
Now, I couldn't convince Emma to join me for Halloween Horror Nights last year, but this year she is facing her fears and coming along with me for the scariest event of the whole year. But jury's out on whether she'll be fun scared or too scared.
Yeah.
So let's stick around and see if she survives.
I couldn't help it. I just wanted to check it out. I'm going away now.
Okay, you got
Before we head into Halloween Horror Nights this year, just a quick content warning. This video is going to be a whole lot scarier, a whole lot gorier, a whole lot bloodier than our typical videos. It is probably not suited for most audiences, so just be warned. So you may want to click away because this one's a little on the scary side. We are spending our night tonight at a Halloween Horror Nights. This is the premier horror event here in Orlando at Universal Orlando. Gates open for the event at 6:30 p.m., but sometimes a few minutes early, and the event runs until 2 a.m. This year, Halloween Horror Nights runs from September 1st to November 4th with events Wednesday through Sunday and Halloween night on a Tuesday. Single night tickets start at $79.99, and there are a number of add-ons, ticket types, and special experiences. You can learn everything you need to know about Halloween Horror Nights on AllEars.net with our complete guide to the event, but stay tuned to this video to see what to expect.
As you can see, the parks are alive, and there was a lot of people actually in the park before we were even able to enter the park. Well, that's because they have a separate ticket. You can actually start the thrills early at Universal Studios from 3 to 5, and at 5 p.m. you'll wait in a stay and scream area until the event begins. It's approximately $40 on top of the admission. What you'll do is you'll go and wait in the stay and scream area in Central Park that's actually near Simpsons Land. And once 5 o'clock hits, you're gonna try and hit as many houses as you can. Typically that's when the lines are gonna be the absolute shortest.
All right, we are starting our night. Chucky and Tiffany are here as invited guests with the media tour. Sage and Cassie are doing it as regular guests on tickets. So we are here starting the night at like the media event at the beginning where there's some of the food, some of the drinks.
Reception.
Yeah, reception.
Yeah,
that's the word I'm looking for. So we're gonna go explore, try to get Emma maybe some liquid courage. We're so excited. Emma's horrified.
I'm so scared.
Will she survive?
No.
Hopefully Emma makes it through the night at all. She literally did just look me in the eyes and say, if I leave, will you be mad? And I told her I would push her once and not again.
Yeah.
Because if Emma's fun scared, that's fun. And if Emma's scary scared, then we can let her go home.
And
So-
I don't know which Emma's coming to the party.
Nope. But regardless, you got me. Okay, we're trying out the Left Behind ravioli, which is a cheese ravioli with a bunch of fun stuff on top, including tempura fried enoki mushrooms.
Oh, I didn't even get my bite.
I got my bite ready.
I wasn't ready.
I'm a professional.
You can go ahead, don't wait on me.
It's so good. It's super great, perfectly al dente ravioli, tons of cheese inside, a nice marinara. The toppings,
truffle.
yeah, the toppings are just the right amount of like savory truffle and mushrooms. There's umami. Really delicious food, and this comes served in like the can from Last of Us that looks really cool. We'll show it to you on the screen right now. This is delicious. I'd get this again. I'd say it's probably worth the spend. Yeah.
Officially made it to Halloween Horror Nights 2023, and it's very wet. So Cassie and I are actually here at the front of the park for the opening ceremonies. Hi. That's the show that happens right in front of the gate.
Dr. Oddfellow is going to welcome everyone to Halloween Horror Nights every single night.
It is currently raining and lightning, so we don't know if that's going to happen today. It's a free-for-all to let everybody into his world and let the scaring begin.
Heads it now, as this horror night begins!
If you plan on getting any alcoholic beverages, a great way to speed up the line is by seeing one of the staff members and getting your yellow wristband. It's just so that way the security guards walking around, if they see you with an alcoholic beverage, you've got a yellow band on, you're good to go. Another big Halloween Horror Nights tip is if you are scared of Halloween Horror Nights at all, and scared of these, scare zones, try going through them during the day. As you can see, these scare zones are a lot calmer in the daylight. You can see all the tricks and where all the light is coming from. It is still pretty loud. Now, it has stopped raining, and hopefully we'll get some scare actors out soon. reason I'm going all the way to the back of the park to do these houses first is because some of the must-do, the big headliner houses are at the front of the park. So if you head all the way to the back of the park, you'll be able to knock out some of the quick ones while everybody is focused on these big ones at the front of the park.
So as part of the media event, Emma and I are experiencing an RIP tour, which is a thing that you can do too. The RIP tour does get you guided VIP entry into the haunted houses. It's a guided tour the whole night. They explain the stories of the houses. It's really cool, and it gets you that VIP entry that skips those hour-long lines. On top of that, you get a pre-tour reception, you get Express Unlimited to skip the lines on the rides, you get a commemorative credential, and you get reserved seating at the shows.
Yeah, RIP tours start at about $329.99 per person.
So it's one of the more exclusive, like luxury ways to experience Halloween Horror Nights. But if you only have one night, you've got the cash to burn, you really want to see the whole event, this is the way to do it.
Well, they're lunatics, and that's where the word comes from, is moon worship. So they are taking everyone that they call the false-hearted, which are the non-believers, and they're doing a little bit of a craft project. So if you guys keep your eyes out at the very beginning of the house, you'll see the start of this craft project, and at the end, because it's in real time, you'll get to see the finished project.
You ready?
We'll go this way.
Okay, we're headed into Blood Moon Offering. Emma's scared. It'll be good. Okay.
She keeps saying that.
I will say our guide did tell us, she didn't tell us which, but she told us one of these houses
I know it's the
scares
Exorcist
her.
house.
I know it's the Exorcist. We're both horrified of the Exorcist house.
Don't want to go to the Exorcist house. Out of 5?
Yeah.
A 3.5.
I would give it as a scaredy cat, a 3.5 I think is fair. For me, I would say it was pretty gory, but I'd give it like a 2.
I don't like the jump.
Yeah, well the jumps, you know.
I know.
I think that one was scary. I think the story was really easy to follow, which is awesome. But definitely not like the absolute scariest I think there could be. Not the not scariest though. It wasn't fun or funny.
I will not go in the Exorcist. I'm telling you now.
Wait outside. That's okay.
Step into Stranger Things Season 4.
Hidden beneath heavens. From this other world.
She goes up on the ceiling.
She levitates? Just like we want to.
Not like that. We don't want to levitate like that. Watch her go. Watch her go in the window.
A dark.
I don't like this.
Chrissy,
Chrissy, wake up now! Chrissy!
Left.
Gods of Halloween.
Stranger Things scare rating.
2.
Two.
If you've seen
I would
the
say
show.
I would say 2. I haven't seen season 4 of Stranger Things, It's really fun to see all your favorite characters. It's fun to see the Demogorgon.
I like thinking about Jamie Campbell Bower singing Joanna, and then I feel safe again.
Well, you know, you can do that no matter what house we're in.
I can't because I don't know the IP or the people.
Listen, Jamie Campbell Bower can sing Joanna wherever you want Jamie Campbell Bower to sing Joanna.
That's true, but he's not in all the houses. Kyle! Kyle!
Dr. Oddfellow's collection of horror. Dr. Oddfellow will lure you into HHN with a promise of immortality. As he lifts the veil on all the horrors to come, you'll soon realize you may not even survive the night.
And now we are heading to Shadow Creek State Park, where we are going to see a flurry. That's what you call a bunch of Yetis, a flurry of Yetis.
Have you seen my son, Billy?
Did you guys see the baby Yeti?
Yeah, at the end of the
So, no, he's in the beginning. There was the kid poking him with a stick. There's a dead baby Yeti.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
On their way to the castle, leaving destruction in its wake. Go forth before my spells are uttered.
We just did the Yeti house and the Dueling Dragons house. Yeti house I loved. Thought it was hilarious. Scare rating, I would say like a 3.
I give it a 3.
I think it had great jump scares, but it was kind of a silly concept, and that's what made it so fun.
I will never call any of this silly. I think that that's something to understand about me.
Yeti Campground was kind of silly fun. Why are we so steamy?
Well,
then we did Dueling Dragons Choose Thy Fate. And in Dueling Dragons, you literally get to choose thy fate.
We chose poorly.
We did choose poorly. We chose the fire side.
And we died.
We didn't die. Well, we probably did die.
We probably died.
Merlin did not save the kingdom in our side. But our friend, Nate, paging Miss Tomorrow, you might know him as, chose the ice side. And they saved the kingdom over there.
So we just chose bad.
We did. There are 4 different endings to this. You choose your fate. You can choose ice or fire. And you can either save the kingdom or not.
And we didn't.
We didn't. We chose bad.
Yeah.
But Nate chose very well, so.
Yeah, Merlin said, you saved the kingdom.
You saved the kingdom?
You saved the kingdom.
Wow.
We did not get that pleasure.
We did not save the kingdom. No. Okay, we're taking a break.
Thank goodness.
Emma's struggling.
I made it a lot farther than I thought I would.
would say I think it's not fun scared. I think a scaredy cat is not fun scared. I think she's just scared.
I can already tell you, like, I will not do this for fun, personally. I can make it through the houses because my friend has asked me to do it. I would not be like, let's go to Halloween horror.
We've already decided there's a couple she's gonna sit out that our guide have told us are extra scary.
I will not do it.
Are you having fun otherwise?
I'm having a good time with you.
That's nice. Maybe leave your scaredy cat friends at home.
I think that this is for certain people, and it's not for everyone, just like Disney's not for everyone, and that's okay. But you have to know if this is for you, and if even a part of you thinks, I don't want to do that, don't do it.
But also, look how brave Emma is. She's so brave. She's going to 4 of the scary houses.
I'm not brave.
She's so brave. One thing about Emma, she's got a lot of fears and she'll face every single one of them.
Unless it's the Exorcist house.
Which I don't even want to face. I'm scared.
I'm not facing it.
Let's head into the tribute store. This is the tribute store. It's actually themed to an NYC comic book shop that has a tribute to terror where you step inside the pages of a horror comic book. Terrifying new issue available now. Let's go.
Even if you don't want to shop, we recommend walking around. The theming in here is amazing, and there are going to be photo ops so you can take a lot of great pictures. No matter the year, you can always count on a collection devoted to the classic Halloween Horror Nights just event. So you'll see things featuring Dr. Oddfellow this year, and you'll see a lot of merchandise that has the year 2023.
Jim's Diner, a classic joint in town, and what's that I hear? The rumble of the motorcycles. We should get something? What do you want to get? You want to get a macaron? You want a cookie ball? You want the full cake? Okay. The Chucky truffle cake, but look at that. Looks. Want to play? Get some Chucky s'mores. They're covered in this like red chocolate. It looks like Quincy. It looks like Quincy to me. Hey girl, hey. Not only is he this creepy robot doll, but he is also a popcorn bucket. Yeah. So not only will he haunt your dreams, but he'll feed your belly? What? All right, let's turn this off.
The next merchandise collection is themed to Chucky. You even have Hello Kitty Chucky. This room also happens to have my boyfriend.
Jim?
Jim.
It is Jim's Diner. And in Jim's Diner, they actually have a really unique burning smell because of this scary guy right here.
You've got some wearable accessories and some snacks at the end of the tribute store, and I think the coolest piece of merch is this Tribute to Terror comic book.
I think one of the coolest things about this tribute story is because this comic book has 4 different stories. Each room is one of the 4 stories. So it really puts you in the middle of each of these stories in a fun comic book, 2D/3D kind of way. It's really cool. The very last room is going to be your checkout room. So once you get here, you can backtrack. No one is telling you not to backtrack. However, it is very difficult because there is kind of a constant through line coming through here. And as all stories do, it ends with you leaving, exiting the comic book and back into the comic book stand. All in all, a really impressive tribute store, really cool storytelling, and a great way to sell merch, honestly. You don't have to go in there to buy merch, you can just go in there to experience all these different stories. And I will be purchasing that comic book because now I'm intrigued.
I like to call our Scarezones the Oddfellow Eras tour. We're gonna go through the different eras of his life, and this one is the 1960s. We are heading to a music park, or a music festival in a park, that is being overrun by vampires.
Okay, we just went through Vamp 69, one of the scare zones. How was that?
I did not like how much fog there was because then you couldn't see anybody. That really bothered me. And someone got really, really close to me and scared me, but I only flinched a little, so.
So the scare zone, do you think, was more man-driven than the house?
I think in its own way, no. Only because the fog, you can't see anyone if they're really close, and that made me more nervous, but definitely not as scary by any means compared to the house.
The ride wait times are definitely going to be a lot shorter than those houses. Right now, the biggest wait is 15 minutes, which is also Escape from Gringotts wait, so we're going to go ahead and ride this ride. Rides are definitely a great chance to escape all of the fear if you need a moment to take a break. Select rides are open during the event. You have Revenge of the Mummy,
Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts,
Men in Black, Alien Attack,
Transformers The Ride 3D,
and Hollywood Big Red Rocket.
Everybody in this house has been possessed by Chucky or is being attacked by Chucky.
There are 25 Chucky puppets, so when you see the 25th, know that you're done.
Can I shed 25 tears and it like just, we call it even, I don't have to go?
I mean, yeah, right now if you shed 25 tears, we'll call it even. I'm counting. I don't even see one.
I can't get one. Dang it.
I took over this house.
Chucky is killing everyone!
Please help us! I'm begging you, please. You don't want to go in there. Chucky has possessed all of the dolls. Oh, I never
Let's check the running.
How you doing?
I think I'm done.
You think you're done?
I think I'm done. I can't stop shaking like.
Alright, we've done the science. Emma, who is the biggest trooper of all time, a total hero facing her fears.
No. I made it through. Is that 5?
5 houses.
I'll take 5. 5
houses. That's amazing.
I think that one's like a 4 out of 5 scare though.
that one was surprisingly scary for being about a spooky doll.
It was just because of the dark hallways.
Very dark, very foggy.
Very foggy, very dark. I didn't like those things.
I would actually give that one a 3.5 out of
I'm giving it a 4.
5 scares. So, and is this tap out?
It might be tap out.
It might be tap out.
I'm gonna give it 2 minutes to
We'll
think
see.
about it. I might be tapping out.
Our next scare zone is Dark Zodiac. Dr. Oddfellow has entered a dark dimension to harness the power of the Zodiac and live forever. He twists the signs into malevolent beings who foretell your doom. As his star rises, yours falls. I think this will be a really fun zone for a lot of people because I know everyone is obsessed with their Zodiac sign.
That's a challenge.
I'm looking for Virgo. You're not it.
So all of these crates and containers contain creatures collected from HHN past. So we are gonna head into Shipyard 32 and come out on the other side.
If you are ever nervous and you don't want to go through a scare zone, typically the sidewalks are a safe space. So,
How are we doing, Tiff?
Chucky, I want a divorce.
We're in conversation.
You want a divorce?
I need a divorce.
Well, sorry about it, but I'm going to kill you, Toots.
More weight in there, and then they canceled it.
My hands are swelled because I'm nervous, but I'll give this back when the swelling goes down.
Are we ready to enter the world of The Last of Us?
Keep going. I'll cover you. Die, mother.
I just did The Last of Us house. Emma tapped out, which is totally fine because when you go to Halloween Horror Nights or any theme park, you cannot do the things that are not for you, and that's totally fine. Emma's scared of mushroom people. Lots of mushroom people in The Last of Us house.
I have no desire to see the mushroom people, but that's just me.
Yeah, I didn't find this one particularly scary. I would put it on a 2.5, honestly, out of 5 scares. Theming wise, very cool. If you played the video game, if you've seen the show, I think you will love it. It was so cool, but honestly, kind of mundane scare wise. So if you're looking for the really horrific scares, maybe go to Chucky. And Emma looked through my Pinterest.
It was really fun. Lots of dark academia, drawings, pretty.
So we were gonna go to Paris, where Dr. Jekyll is traveling with his medicine show, showing off these new potions he has created. And meanwhile, we also have a couple people on the run. The Invisible Man is on the run from London. He's got people coming after him. The Hunchback of Notre Dame and the Phantom of the Opera running amok, causing all kinds of craziness.
You gonna do the Monsters house?
I skipped out. I feel like I have to.
Oh, you feel like you have to do it for yourself?
Yeah.
Again,
but they keep saying like these are funny. I'm scared. I'm still scared. She said this one smells good. I'll let you know on the other side.
I'm excited about this one.
I'm also here.
I love the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That's true.
My fingers are around your throat.
Okay, we just did Universal Monsters. Scare meter?
3.5.
I would say 3.5. That one was pretty scary.
I just didn't like some of the gore. Some of
The gore?
Just a little bit.
There was a part with a man ripping out a woman's spine.
That bothered me. It was the first time I fully had to look away from something. I did not like that at all.
Next scare zone is the Jungle of Doom Expedition Horror. In the 1920s, Dr. Oddfellow ventured deep into the darkest jungle, performing horrific experiments on nature. Now his monstrous creations are running amok and are coming after you. I do want to say about the scare zones, they're definitely more of a jump scare. You don't have to be the bravest person ever to go through them. They're really kind of not mild, but they're not going to terrify you in the same way that the horror houses will.
Okay, so we just found a bunch of Megans. The Megan dolls are here.
There was a super fun surprise for Blumhouse fans. If you saw the movie Megan, keep an eye out because the Megan dolls, as a collective little group of dolls, if you are in the area near where the Chucky house is, you might catch a Megan flash mob and then you'll be able to take a picture with her.
Pine Straw Spruce, a blues man who is not having the best career. He is not on his Eras tour. And he is going to take every measure he can to become famous.
You give me your soul. Your soul. It's everything you asked for. Right this way.
All right, y'all, the real thrill of the evening has arrived. It is Twisted Taters time. You're gonna find these at Federal Rations. We are going to get one each. This is a fried, spiralized ribbon potato, thinly sliced and skewered. This is a super iconic and famous snack for Halloween Horror Nights, and I cannot wait to eat mine.
So we got 2 different Twisted Taters. The first one is the porcini powder.
This is the brand new flavor.
Yes, the brand new flavor of the porcini powder. And then second, we got the ghost pepper Twisted Taters, which I'm curious to see how spicy that actually is. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
The really kind of soft in the middle, and the crunch is more around the outside. The ghost pepper is actually not as spicy as I was anticipating, but it definitely does have that kind of kick that will build in your mouth the more you eat it.
Now that I've had more of it, I think the spices I'm picking up on, it's a lot of pepper. The heat is coming from, it's a lot of pepper, so it is a mild flavor. I taste more oil than anything else, but there's a lot of pepper in there. Can I try your ghost pepper? Ghost pepper is so, ooh. Ghost pepper is so good. There are a couple different flavors, other flavors you can get. The garlic parmesan, sour cream and chives. However, if you're looking for a fun kick and something different, I recommend the ghost pepper twisted taters.
Next up on our food journey, we've got fried till the end chicken over by the Chucky Horror House. This is a fried popcorn chicken tossed in Nashville hot sauce, drizzled with ranch, topped with scallions and chili threads. This is $9.99. I will say the photo on the menu is a bit of an oversell.
Not a lot in here.
Kind of halfway through, but it looks really good.
And this is the heart of Dembala, which is the new Amsterdam vodka, guava and lime juice, simple syrup, cucumber and mint syrups, sea salt flakes, and edible glitter. Sparkly. Can we just say this drink makes sense with the strobe lights because it's the most terrifying because of Chucky, and yet edible glitter. Okay, shall we? This is the most refreshing beverage I've had tonight, specifically because of the cucumber. Of course, you're not going to taste any of the edible glitter, even though it's fancy. It doesn't taste fancy, but it is a nice cucumber refreshing beverage. Not super strong, again, also pre-mixed. Oh, cheers.
The Nashville hot sauce is not going to be comparable to the Nashville hot chicken, but it does pack a bit of a punch. I think it's actually really delicious popcorn chicken. I was expecting it to be similar to kind of like the buffalo nuggets you might pop into your microwave, but I think it's superior.
Yep.
It's savory. It has a lot of flavor because of that ranch.
Yep.
I really enjoyed it.
It does pack a punch. The ranch plus their version of a hot sauce, I feel they balance each other out really well. So this is definitely something I would put on my must-do here at Halloween Horror Nights.
Ooh, and those chili threads, they hit you in the back of the throat a little bit.
When you least expect it.
We are going to go through the back side of the circus, see the more seedier side, and we are going to watch Dr. Oddfellow come to power. He has discovered this skull over in the jungle of doom, which we will see later, that has given him the powers of the Zodiac, and he is harnessing those to become more and more powerful. We call it Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins, specifically because it is not just his origin story. We are also going to go into the last night of Jack Schmidt's life.
Like me.
Be stunned, my creatures! It tastes good. The soul is mine!
I just did Darkest Steel and Dr. Oddfellows. Darkest Steel was really cool. Very devil went down to Georgia. There was a devil. They appeared to be in Georgia. Everyone was a musician selling their soul. It was amazing. One time when Guitar Hero, you've all heard of it, when Guitar Hero came out, I played really hard just because I wanted to play through Devil Went Down to Georgia. My brother, he learned to play the fiddle, aka the violin, just because of the song Devil Went Down to Georgia. I believe all of that has been leading up to the moment of Darkest Steel. Dr. Oddfellow's Carnival, definitely a really cool one, definitely really scary. Our guide says this is the only one that she is actively scared of because she's scared of clowns. If you're scared of clowns, avoid Dr. Oddfellow's. A lot of clowns, a lot of amazing jump scares, a lot of amazing effects. Definitely spooky, which is befitting of the host of this year's HHN. Emma skipped them both.
And I'm happy to have done so. Yeah. Why don't you go to Zodiac? All right, now for the best part of my night, we're gonna head on into Minion Con, right?
It's closed.
Then why are we here?
You gotta walk by it.
I'm only here to get points.
Well, you can't get any points right now.
I need to go home.
This was why I was here.
Our last house of the evening, The Exorcist.
I need to go home.
This is going to serve as a living trailer for the movie coming out next month. Are you guys ready?
Go home.
Look at that cheese pull. Come on now. This is literally fries as the crust with cheese, pepperoni, and sausage. This is your, I've had way too many drinks at Halloween Horror Nights, so I need something oily and greasy to make me feel better end of the night snack. 1000%. It is exactly what it looks like. It is a kid's wildest dreams on a plate. You've got fries, you've got pizza. What more could you want? But this is definitely your college person's favorite midnight snack.
Now, the 20-ounce souvenir cup that you can buy with a number of different cocktails or beers is an amazing deal if you plan on trying a bunch of those drinks. It's typically $16.50 with a cocktail or $15 per beer, and then refills are much cheaper. You'll typically pay the same price for a 20-ounce serving of the cocktail that you would for a 12-ounce serving. So I got the returning favorite Ghoul Juice. This is Myers Dark Rum, Cherry Brandy, Simple Syrup, Mango Nectar, Lime Juice, Dale DeGrosse Pimento Bitters, and Psychox Bitters.
And I got the Electric Death, which is New Amsterdam Gin, Blue Curacao, Lime Juice, Vanilla Beans, Simple Syrup, Pineapple Juice, and Bitters. Now this is the souvenir cup. It's a 20-ounce souvenir cup that is currently $18, but it is refillable. So when you can come back to the bar, bring this cup, and instead of the 20-ounce being $18, the 20-ounce becomes $14. So every time you bring it back, you save $4. Very sweet, lots of mixers, lots of juices, very pineapple forward, very fruit forward. Something to note about these specialty cocktails, they are all pre-mixed. They're pouring them from these giant vats. So they're not making them on hand, which is usually, it's gonna make it less strong, but still a solid drink.
Definitely a sweeter drink. You really do get that mango, but it's not super bright with the mango and the lime juice. I think that dark cherry rum makes it a bit muted, so while it is sweet, I think that a lot of people that don't love sweet drinks might be into the Ghoul Juice, so maybe try it.
As we speed walk to Nightmare Fuel, it's time for the safety spiel. Yes, there is a lot of drinking involved at Halloween Horror Nights, but we always say if you're drinking, remember these rules. Drink lots of water. There's a lot of great snacks here at Halloween Horror Nights, so make sure you're eating between your beverages. If you are drinking, make sure you are taking an Uber home. And finally, remember, it is still a theme park. It is Universal Studios. Don't act a fool. Even though it is more adult geared event, people are still trying to enjoy their time. So be respectful. This is Nightmare Fuel Revenge Dream. Now there are a few different shows throughout the entire night. Currently there are 4 shows happening here on opening night, 8 o'clock, 9:30, 11 o'clock, and 12:30. Now make sure to check the app for showtimes because those showtimes will change depending on the hours. It is a fairly large theater, but that does not mean it is not in high demand and shows will sell out. So if you are interested in seeing Nightmare Fuel, we always recommend getting to the theater 30 minutes beforehand to get a solid seat, or any seat at all.
Look who we found!
Quincy, you're so done.
Look who we found! It's Cassie and Sage.
Hey! You guys have a good time in the houses?
Yeah, did you guys have a good time at all the things that aren't the houses?
Yeah, Nightmare Fuel is better than last year.
I want to see it so bad!
Because it's a sequel to last year.
I hate you that you got to see it.
And the Dreamer is now taking revenge on all the demons.
Shut up, I want to see it!
So good.
I texted Quincy earlier that I have a confession, that it might cause a rift in our friendship, so I don't want to say it.
There's no such thing of anything that could cause a rift in our friendship.
I don't like pizza fries.
Oh yeah,
And I
neither of us like
and I
pizza
didn't like it last.
If you were at Halloween Horror Nights and you were not in a place where you want a 1 a.m. snack after having too many drinks, I think you're doing it wrong.
You did it wrong. You're absolutely right.
All right, so should you go to Halloween Horror Nights? If you're like me, if you like horror, maybe you don't love it, but you like horror, you're not too afraid of being scared, absolutely you should. This is my favorite time of year in Orlando. I already have a frequent fear pass. I've already tried to convince Sage to also get one to come with me all the time.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah! So if you're like me, yes, but it's not for everyone.
If you're anything like me, maybe consider not doing this. There's another thing called Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Definitely more hour speed, if you know what I'm saying. Even if part of you thinks, I don't know, maybe don't do it. Or just get food and avoid the houses.
And you know what? You can check out everything you need to know about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party on the channel right now with our full video review of that event as well, to figure out which of these two, or maybe both, is right for you.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch our entire coverage of Mickey's Not So Scary up on the channel now.
We'll see you there!